What is going on, gang? It's Robbie. We are back for a react. This is going to be coming from the YouTube channel Most Wanted US, when motorcycle chases get out of control. Just based off of the thumbnail, my guy was just giving no fucks. He was like, look, come and get me. Come get me if you can. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Let's get to the video.
On March 25th, 2026, Little Rock Dispatch was flooded with 911 calls about a rogue pack of riders terrorizing the streets. When an ASP trooper finally spotted the chaos, he found a mix of dirt bikes and ATVs completely stripped of plates. These guys were beyond cocky. One even popped a wheelie right in the cruiser's face. Figuring 4 wheels would be a much easier takedown than 2, the trooper locked onto one of the ATVs and hit the lights. Huge mistake. He didn't know it yet, but he just challenged the absolute best rider of the bunch.
Really? Let's see what he got. See, already it's dangerous. You ain't got no protective headgear or nothing. You're just out here bare with it.
Alright, 17th coming up the Broadway. You know which way he's going. Just come up to the red light. Southbound Broadway from 17th.
Here be my thing though. How far do you think you'll be able to get on that? Like, I'm sure it's gonna run out of gas eventually. Like, you're visible. Like, you can't, it's only but so much driving you'll be able to do before you get caught. Like, what you got going on that bad that you just can't pull over?
Roosevelt.
While other ASP units were busy sweeping up the rest of the pack, this solo rider was breaking our troopers' mentality. ATVs are built to vanish off-road, but this guy wanted to embarrass the trooper right on his own turf. He kept the quad glued to the highway and somehow pushed it to a mind-bending 110 miles per hour. Seeing a four-wheeler handled with that kind of precision on the pavement is just wild. Judging by those flawless, evasive maneuvers, this definitely wasn't his first high-speed pursuit.
Niggas really be out here trying to bring GTA to life. I'll give him this. He's keeping up with him though. He ain't lose sight of him.
Finally bored of the cat and mouse game, the rider abruptly ripped off the pavement and took the chase into his element. He launched the ATV through a maze of residential backyards, weaving tight between fences until he vanished into thin air. Even though he wasn't wearing a helmet, getting a solid facial ID off a shaky high-speed dash cam is almost impossible. Coupled with the fact that the quad carried no license plate, the investigation hit a total dead end, and the driver was never found.
Wow.
On February 13th,
Nice.
2024, a Florida trooper got behind a motorcycle with no license plate and a rider who was clearly ready to push his machine to the absolute limit. As he kicked it into gear and tore into the traffic on US Highway 19, he had no idea this would be his last ride.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. My pops had a sports bike. He had a Suzuki. He had the Gixxer. And he's told me where he's had some like near misses, you know, riding on the freeway and having to like lean that bike like literally on the ground just to go around a turn. And I was just like, yup, you got it. I don't want no parts of that.
Southbound approaching Tampa.
See, usually cops, when it comes to sports bikes, they don't even waste their time because it's just too risky. It's too dangerous. But this one was on one. He's like, look, I'm going to catch this nigga. Because usually by now he would just gave up. You know what I mean?
Southbound from Gulf today. There's no line to the also contact BSA penalty request whenever we have that can help.
Okay, so he exits the freeway. Don't know if that was the best idea. Because usually the freeway is where you lose them. Bang!
The countdown ended at the intersection of Drew Street when the rider blew through a red light, and that's when Carr slammed into the motorcycle from the side. The force of the T-bone collision was so violent that it took the rider's helmet off almost instantly. I don't know how, but Justin Charles Hunter Stefke survived the impact, though he was sidelined in the hospital for several months, recovering from the violence of the wreck. Once he was finally cleared by doctors, Justin Charles Hunter Stefke was booked into the county jail to face felony fleeing and eluding charges for a triple-digit ego trip that nearly ended his life.
Ooh, man, that was God right there. God was looking out for him. You know what I'm saying? So after you recovered, then you got to go to jail, my nigga. It wasn't even worth it. You should have just pulled over. Clearly, you're inexperienced.
Just before midnight on August 22, 2024, a Clayton County deputy was sitting stationary on Riverdale Road when a motorcycle
my neck of the
shattered the
woods. This is where I used to
silence.
live.
The bike was flying, traveling at a high rate of speed with a roar that could be heard blocks away. The rider, later identified as Antonio Higgins, was weaving through traffic without a single turn signal. The deputy had to floor it, hitting 80 miles per hour just to catch up. But as soon as the blue lights flashed, Higgins pinned the throttle and the chase was on.
Oh, you messing with Clayton County. Don't let them get GSP on you. It's over. You are not getting away from them. All right, now we blowing red lights. Here we go. You gotta be careful, man, y'all. cut you off. My thing is with the cop, what are you trying to do? Like, he's exposed. He's not in a car. You can't pit him. Like, you kill him. Like, what are you trying to do? Okay, so we got two cops. He's pinned between two cops. My guy. You're not going anywhere. They got you. What are you doing? Okay, he said I'm gonna go up in the yard now. All right. Okay, fakey. Fake them. Okay.
Danger levels spiked as the bike topped 90 miles per hour, blowing through red lights and dodging oncoming traffic on the wrong side of the road. Despite being drunk and high at the same time, his riding skills were on a completely different level.
Yeah, I'll give him that. But how long can he keep this up, though? You know what I'm saying?
The deputies successfully boxed him in, dropping his speed to a crawl. But instead of giving up, Antonio Higgins tried a desperate squeeze between the two moving cruisers. He completely miscalculated, and the Cobra units almost made a sandwich out of that chopper. His right handlebar smashed into the hood, sending the bike crashing to the pavement.
Oh. Put your hands behind your back.
We got him.
So for you, my guy.
That was stupid. Real stupid.
Oh, shit. Y'all heard me.
Once cuffed, officers pulled a brand new bottle of dark liquor right out of his jacket. Antonio Higgins was booked for felony fleeing DUI and riding without a license. Under Georgia law, felony fleeing combined with a DUI means he is realistically facing 1 to 3 years behind bars.
You going to Clayton?
On July
Clayco?
20th, 2023, a trooper was watching traffic on Highway 167 when the scream of a high-revving engine gave away a sport bike weaving through the lanes. The rider was pinning the throttle the second he found a gap in the semi-trucks, hitting triple digits in a 65 zone. Even with a female passenger on the back, the driver didn't hesitate to blow a red light in Sherwood and dive into a high-speed turn, clearly prioritizing
really
the
love that
getaway
nigga,
over the life of the
'cause
person
no
sitting right
way
behind him.
would I have my shorty in that situation. I know she's scared. I know for a fact that she is scared. Gotta be. Yo, if I'm a cop, I'm not even gonna risk that. Getting ready to lose him. You're not gonna catch him. If he knows what he's doing, you're not gonna catch him. About to ghost you right here. Why would he get off? If he's smart, he got it. He went back on the freeway. This, you clearly had enough time to get away. He could have went back on the freeway and the cop would have never known. He literally had enough time to get back on the highway, but instead he stayed scenic route. That was stupid. like this type of road is too much twisting and turning with this. Oh, it's obvious a cop car don't have the means to handle those type of turns.
The rider hit a transition on Landers Road so fast that the motorcycle went completely airborne before slamming into a dense tree line. The impact launched both Rory Smith and his passenger Samantha Sanders into the brush, leaving the bike with $8,000 in damage, and both occupants headed for the hospital.
Somebody get you water. This ain't got it.
Oh.
Go down. Scoot in.
Oh.
You all right?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh.
Yeah, take it.
Oh. Oh.
Just kick back. You can lay down.
I'm trying.
You can lay down.
I'm trying.
Just scoot back.
I'm trying to go. Oh my God.
A search of the
He's
scene
fucked up.
uncovered a pink bag stuffed with methamphetamine and glass pipes. Now Rory Smith is facing
meth
a
heads.
long list of charges, including DWI, felony fleeing, and aggravated assault, while Samantha Sanders was hit with multiple counts of drug possession.
Yeah, they're
At
done.
10:19 p.m., a trooper was staged on SH-38 when a Honda CBR 1000 came screaming up from the rear. The rider pulled a cocky U-turn right behind the cruiser and pinned the throttle, immediately hitting 110 miles per hour while flying the wrong way into oncoming traffic. The trooper knew right away that if he let this 1,000 cubic centimeter rocket get any more distance, he wouldn't stand a chance of catching it once the road opened up.
Whoa! Now that wasn't necessary. You ain't have to do that.
As the gap closed, Jeremy Jackson tried to play a mind game, waving his hand as if he were pulling over while he kept right on rolling. Recognizing the fake stop for what it was, the trooper didn't give the bike a second chance to vanish. He used his push bumper to deliver a decisive TVI, ending the chase before the bike could hit terminal velocity.
No, you weren't pulling over. Shut your mouth. Listen to me. You had plenty of time to stop. I knew exactly what you were going to do when you flipped that bike around in front of traffic. And then you go the wrong freaking way. You had plenty of opportunity to stop. You see my freaking lights, you heard my siren. That's why you accelerated through that damn intersection and then got on the wrong side of the road.
Biker Jeremy Jackson later admitted he only ran because he didn't want his bike to get towed. But now he's staring down 2 years in state prison for felony fleeing and reckless driving.
Like, you're gonna lose the bike anyway. Now you're gonna go to jail. Was it even worth it, my guy? Like,
Trooper Ethan Sanders was out on Highway 167 when he spotted a black motorcycle with a set of expired tags. This should have been a routine traffic stop, but the rider wasn't about to pull over for a simple registration ticket.
Are you sure, please? That bike's going as fast as it can.
Okay, all of y'all don't really go. Before you in front of it, you really slow down and do a lot of things terminate for going contact.
like, you're not even on a fast enough bike to be doing all this.
I got B-42 behind me. B-42 going in past me. Past me. Radio Tower Road, you're cut off. Y'all terminate at that road. Dispatch, we just passed Radio Tower Road. 40 to airport, up behind the
All
bike.
right, what's happening here?
40 degrees.
Did y'all box him in? Oh no. Oh, you trying to run him off? Whoa. Okay. Damn, he about to fuck up your transmission, yeah. Axle, everything. Trying to catch this dude.
The risk factor here was pure madness. The rider was pushing lethal speeds wearing nothing but basic street clothes and a helmet. Running from the law dressed like that is straight up suicidal. At these speeds, you don't realize how quickly a tiny patch of gravel or a bad wobble can turn you into a high-speed organ donor.
42, correct. there, or are you coming back to the county? 101, we've been advised.
And the thing is, he not even on a fast bike like that. Like, it's fast, but not fast enough. If they're catching up with him,
Okay.
or he's either not punching it,
25
because he know he can't do that in a residential like that, scenic route.
P43 is still off with it. I'm trying to get back up with him, sir.
Slow units if you're back on the road and that one Concord coming.
Do you have a tag on it? It doesn't have a tag, sir. If you're in Cleveland,
My man said, I'm not going to jail.
It's not worth it. 343, 1022.
He wrecked out.
Okay, you just wrecked out. We're going to be here in Cooper.
With the city of Concord coming up and school letting out, the trooper knew he had to end the danger before an innocent kid got caught in the crossfire. He pulled in front of the bike and stood on the brakes, forcing a 50 miles per hour collision that sent the motorcycle flying. The rider, Blake McDaniel, actually scrambled up and tried to leg it, but he didn't even make it 50 yards before he was tackled and cuffed. Now hit with a mountain of charges, including felony fleeing and reckless driving, Blake McDaniel is realistically staring down 2 to 5 years in state prison. On the night of July 25th, 2025, Corporal Daryl Hinton spotted a black moped with a broken taillight and tried to guide the rider into...
Come on, my guy. Really? You out here shirtless on a moped trying to go one up with the cops? Yeah, you really on one. You must be hot.
To a parking lot for a chat. The rider, Eddie Williams, initially looked like he was going to cooperate, but the second he reached the back of the lot, he pulled a U-turn and went full throttle.
Dropped your hat, all that. It's not even like the damn thing is supercharged.
After watching the suspect struggle to outrun a patrol cruiser at playground speeds, the trooper finally had seen enough of the slow motion drama. He chose his moment and delivered a pit maneuver at a whopping 22 miles per hour, ending the moped suffering and sending Williams into the grass. The suspect scrambled up and took off into an open field, and honestly, it was the fastest he moved all night. Judging by the 200-yard dash that followed, Eddie Williams was actually significantly faster on foot than he was on his own wheels. Once he was tackled, a search revealed the real reason for the hustle: 7 grams of crystal meth tucked in his pocket. Eddie Williams then tried to claim he couldn't breathe to dodge a jail cell, but after paramedics cleared him, he was hauled straight to the detention center. Now facing felony drug possession and fleeing charges, he is realistically looking at 3 to 10 years in prison.
Damn.
On June 1st, 2025, a Jonesboro officer tried stopping a motorcycle near Nettleton Circle after the rider blew a stop sign with no tags.
Another area
Behind the handlebars was
if they're talking about
28-year-old Thomas Haney,
Georgia,
with his pregnant girlfriend, 20-year-old Willow Searcy, riding on the back. The officer decided to back off, not wanting to chase a reckless rider carrying a pregnant passenger.
I got a motorcycle fleeing from me. Oh goodness. I've terminated. I'm not pursuing.
Dude, nah, man, that's not cool. You got your shorty on the back of your bike and she's pregnant with your baby? Like, no. That's not what you do. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you even have her on the bike to begin with? She should be at home. And so should you.
He's headed east on Nettleton. It's a black bike with white graphics with a 2 people on it, a male and a female. Female had a backpack on. Stupid motherfucker! Stupid people!
Even with no one chasing him anymore, Haney kept accelerating, hitting 110 miles per hour on busy city streets as Willow held on. At Flint Street, he blew through another red light. and a Chrysler crossing the intersection appeared at the exact wrong moment.
Yeah, 10-4 dispatch, get me ambulance out here. It's bad, real bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has a pulse now. He has a pulse.
Yeah, he's still breathing.
He has a pulse.
The dispatch both subjects are barely breathing. It does not look good.
Hey, I think she might have just stopped breathing. She was gassed.
Are you okay?
She's going. She's going.
The motorcycle slammed into the rear driver's side of the Chrysler at extreme speed, throwing Thomas Haney and Willow Searcy through the air. The scene was chaotic. Haney was killed instantly, while Willow, pregnant with their child, was still breathing when officers arrived. Moments later, her breathing stopped. Both she and the unborn baby died at the scene.
Your side hurts a little bit?
Let me get your driver's license, your insurance. Are y'all okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're okay? Can you tell me what happened?
A fucking light was green and I seen the bike come through the light and it was there. My light was green because the person next to me just turned on a yellow light.
Okay, well,
So,
it's all on video, so...
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was fucking green, man.
You got your driver's license?
That's
with
what
you?
I'm looking for right now. My bad.
Haney left behind 3 kids, and the heartbreaking part is that just 6 months earlier, he'd spent a month in the hospital from another motorcycle crash. One reckless choice over a tag ticket ended 3 lives in an instant. Around 11:30 p.m. on June 10, 2024, White County Lieutenant Siders attempted a routine traffic stop on a motorcycle, missing its license plate. The rider, later identified as Alex Everett, had no intention of pulling over for a chat. He pinned the throttle, kicking off a dangerous...
Now that I think about it, that wasn't Georgia. That was another state. That might have been Arkansas.
nighttime pursuit through rural Arkansas. Little did he know, he was about to meet the pavement the hard way.
Yo, what's up with these niggas crashing out on bikes, man? Like, y'all just on one, ain't you?
If you're going to flee from the police on a motorcycle, make sure it isn't a weak piece of crap. His bike was terrible, visibly struggling to perform as speeds violently fluctuated in oncoming traffic.
What's that supposed to mean? What you mean by that? Man, if you don't pull that shit over. Pull it over, sir. Pull it over. See, at this point, if I'm a cop, I'm getting annoyed now. All right? I got better shit to be doing than chasing you in the middle of nowhere, dark as hell, down wooded streets. I could be at home eating a turkey sandwich, tuna fish sandwich. Instead, you got me out here with this nonsense. Yeah, it's time to pack your ass up.
Trying to dodge the cruiser, the rider dipped into the grass, but as he aggressively cut back onto the pavement, he smashed right into the patrol car's wraparound bumper. The impact ripped the bike out from under him, ending the run. Alex Everett was quickly taken into custody for felony fleeing and reckless driving. sometimes troopers meet the wrong kind of biker, the ones who know exactly how to play on an officer's ego. On July 22, 2024, Trooper James Booth spotted 2 sport bikes with no plates and decided to lock onto one of them. While most riders panic the second the sirens start, this biker was eerily calm and clearly prepared for the fight. He wasn't just running, he was baiting the trooper into a high-stakes game.
Okay, what you about to do, buddy? What you about to do? Okay, on the sidewalk, okay. Okay, we're back on the street now. Yo, he taking him on a wild goose chase. He's like, okay, I'm gonna toy with you for a minute before I really punch you in you. He's like, all right, now I'm about to go. I'm about to ghost you. Okay, he's got the green, he's got the green. Going all the way. It's the thing about bikes. See, bikes can cut through cars, cut through traffic, stuff cars can't, necessarily do. So that's the advantage. But you got to know what the hell you're doing. Because at the end of the day, I'm not condoning this though. Like, this is dangerous. Like, I want to put that out there. You shouldn't be doing this, period. You know what I'm saying? Because one wrong move, there's like zero margin for error. Like, you can't. Now, it's working for him because he's got green. So he is following traffic. He has the light, but it's just you're going mad fast. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch other cars. He moving though. I'll give him that. He moving.
The chase reached a breaking point as the bike screamed through the city at a staggering 140 miles per hour. Trooper Booth buried the needle, pushing his cruiser to its absolute mechanical limit, just to keep the disappearing taillights in his vision. However, a heavy patrol car is simply no match for a leader bike that knows how to slice through traffic. By the time the trooper's engine was maxed out, the bike had completely vanished, leaving the law behind in a cloud of exhaust and a bruised ego. On July 25, 2025, a Chesterfield Township officer tried to stop a plateless motorcycle. Instead of pulling over, the rider pinned the throttle and bolted. Knowing how dangerous high-speed bike pursuits can get, the officer made the smart call to terminate the chase. The rider thought he had pulled off a clean getaway, but his luck expired just 3 miles down the road. The officer couldn't believe his eyes when he spotted the exact same bike stuck in traffic at a red light. Moving in for the surprise, he flipped the overheads back on. Panicking, the rider tried to blast his way out, but smashed right into the car in front of him, launching himself completely over the handlebars.
Yo.
After a brief struggle on the pavement, officers cuffed the suspect and uncovered a hidden firearm. He was hauled off to the Macomb County Jail for felony fleeing, resisting arrest, and felony firearm charges.
Damn it. That was crazy. That was crazy, man. that was really sad about that chick with her baby and that guy. Like that didn't have to happen. Not for no tag. Like, it's crazy, man. Don't be out here doing nothing crazy, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Just take your L. Whatever it is, you can work that out in court. You feel me? Don't be doing this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Make sure you check the like button, take the subway, and be sure to sound off in the comments section until security kicks y'all asses out. With all that being said, it's your boy Robbie. Till the next video, I'm gone.